All right, everybody, so you got your insurance license. You passed your exam. Now what will take place? What are your expectations and what is reality? A lot of times agents get their insurance agent license. They pass their class, super proud of you, but a lot of agents are confused about what's next, what takes place, what's reality, what's actuality. And a lot of reps don't know these answers, so I'm going to go over some things with you that hopefully will bring you value and strength in your understanding of what are your next steps. So you got your insurance license, okay? It's very important that you actually have the license. Now you can move to the next step. You can't sell insurance yet. You've got your license, but you've got no authority to do anything other than go get licensed as a rep. So once you have your insurance license, you've got to pick your partnership. You've got to pick who you want to go to or what insurance carriers you choose to represent. That's an important thing. Who you partner with matters in life, matters in marriages, matters in relationships, matters in business too, okay? So you got to pick a good agency, especially as a brand new agent or even a veteran agent for that matter. Pick a good agency, pick a good place that you resonate with, that you can get the care and attention that you deserve, but more importantly, you're going to probably need. So once you've picked the place, okay, you vetted your trainer. Make sure you vet your trainer. I train a lot of agents across the nation. I run a national insurance agency and partner with some phenomenal agents, some of the best people I know. And we do so much fun stuff together. If you ever need help, okay, finding a good agency or want to join an agency like mine, feel free to reach out, jasonfinalexpense.com. We have a lot of fun, but it's very important that you vet your agency. Make sure you get your questions answered. Make sure that you go over things. What does training look like? Will they mentor you? Do they pick up your phone on the front side? If they don't know how to pick up your phone on the front side, you've got virtually no hope of them helping you on the back end. So you got your insurance license, you picked your agency, now you need to go through what's called the contracting, okay? They've gone through their commission levels with you, how their support system works, all right? And now you're in a place where you're ready to take your license and do something with it. The next steps really are they will send you typically a Insurance Bay link, okay? That's just a contracting link, or maybe they're going to send you some contracts direct from the carriers. That allows you to use your license and actually go do something with it, okay? Once these carriers appoint you, so carriers, they call it carrier appointing. They have to appoint you just like a knight, okay? They want to appoint you and give you authority and strength to represent their companies. That's called the appointing process. Your IMO, your FMO, all right, the company that you're partnering with, they're the ones who are taking responsibility to train you, help you, and also take responsibility for things that you're doing, good or bad, okay? So there's always a good thing everybody likes talking about, but nobody likes talking about the bad side of the responsibility of being an agency owner like what I do. You've got to make sure you're in a good place, okay? Good partnership so that you have someone there to support you. So make sure that you have a good support system, you vetted your trainer, you vetted and you're comfortable with the agency that you're going to join, and then start the contracting process. But don't start the contracting process until you've really figured out this is where I want to go. This is where I want to be. Because if you make a mistake here, you can get into some pitfalls, okay? So make sure you ask, do you have a non-solicitation policy? Okay, is there a non-compete here? Okay, is there a period of time that I have to stop writing business? Okay, you gotta ask certain questions on the front side so that you're clean and neat on the back side. But once you've figured out what agency, what IMO you want to land with, then go ahead and start with your contracts. Get your links done. I would highly suggest that you get, okay, what's called errors and omissions insurance. It's rare that you'll ever have to use it, but if you ever need to use it, you're going to be real happy that you have it. Okay, errors and omissions to an insurance agent is like what a Kevlar vest is to a police officer, okay? It's going to stop the bullets, ain't going to feel good when you have to use it, but it's darn nice and you're not going to bleed. So you got to focus on having errors and omissions insurance, in my opinion, prior to contracting. Some carriers will allow you to do it without it, but do you want to be John Wayne with no Kevlar? I don't think so. Go get yourself errors and omissions insurance. You'll thank me later. Go through the contracting process. You're going to be doing anti-money laundering more times than you ever thought, okay, was even humanly possible. Most of these carriers want you to go through their own AML course, which just stands for anti-money laundering course, but they're going to have a copy of this and a copy of that. So get a voided check ready, get a signature page ready, get your errors and omissions insurance dialed in so that you have it, so you can attach it to all the contracting paperwork. If you've got a voided check, make sure you've got that. So the contracting process It's a little bit time consuming. It's not horrible by any stretch, but you're going to do a lot of click, 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 and I agree, okay? You're going to set yourself up with certain carriers. Do you want to be advanced? Okay, that just means you get like a loan from the company based on the annualized premium. Typically, for most carriers, and I say most because every carrier is a little different. They're a little unique, a little special, like me some days, right? So if you focus on this, each carrier is a little different, and if they say 9-month advance, okay, that just means you get 75% of the advanced amount. So if it was, let's say, 100% commission and it's $1,000 of annual premium, a 9-month advance means once that policy issues, okay, you're going to get 75% of that $1,000 paid to you. So watch my other content on how comp works, but that'll give you an idea. So you really want to be advanced if you're writing good business. If you're worried about a bunch of chargebacks, then fine, go ahead and do what's called as earned, or maybe just do a little lesser advance schedule. Maybe you're okay with a 6-month advance if you're more risk adverse, but you got to have enough money as a new agent to capitalize, to keep putting money back into lead flow so that you've got a good business. If you sell a lot of business, let's say it's $1,000 of commission, but you divide that $1,000 at 100% comp over the course of 12 months. If you go as earned, you're only going to earn about $83.33 roughly every month. It's hard to pay for leads and keep your business really flowing in the first year if you do business that way. So you really want to focus on checking and savings business and getting yourself a 9-month advance if you can. Okay, don't hamstring yourself and put yourself in a position where you're only paid as earned. That's going to make you poor at first, and it's going to make you not as profitable and in a place that you want to be. So first off, got your license. Now you're ready to go. Get with a good agency, IMO. Join an agency like mine or find another one that you resonate with. Okay, you won't hurt my feelings. Find that good place, and then start your contracting process. Get your errors and omissions insurance. Okay, find a good one that doesn't charge an arm and a leg. They all do the same darn job. All right, and then have fun carrier contracting. You're doing your anti-money laundering. You're going click, click, yeah, okay, and you're debating whether you want as earned or maybe a 6-month advance or a 9-month. Just choose right, okay? Choose a 9-month if you can, if they'll let you. And then maybe if you're sitting on a pile of money and don't care, then fine, do as earned. But select these things right. There's a difference between, though, when it says pay on settle or pay on issue. And a lot of new agents don't know this. So being paid on settle means the insurance company has gotten the money. The premium has settled into their hands, and then they pay you typically a day or so, depending on the carrier, a couple days thereafter. That's paid on settle. Paid on issuance, okay? And I know you probably remember this from insurance school, but paid on issuance means the moment that the company issues the policy, the moment the company pulls the trigger, the insurance company does and says, ta-da, here's a policy number, you're getting paid, but yet the insurance company has not yet received a premium. The risk to being paid on issue is that if you didn't get the data correct on the banking, let's say you transposed a number, you didn't get a card information inputted like maybe you should, if there's any issue with the banking, you're going to get a chargeback. A chargeback means that the money that the insurance company paid you, kind of like a loan, they advanced you commissions, right? Even though they haven't received that money yet, okay? You're going to have to pay that back to the insurance company or write a lot more business to just offset it. It's not that hard. But it's good to understand how these things work. So when you're paid on issue, that just means the company hasn't received money maybe yet, but they're going to pay you anyway in good faith, that it's solid business, and then it's going to stick. So just do good work on the phones if you're in the telespace, or if you're joining an agency like mine that also does face-to-face insurance training, that's a good way to go too. Just write quality business either way, and you don't have to worry about it. But it's all about strength in numbers. Write a lot of policies. You're going to have a small amount of chargebacks if you do business right, but it's part of the biz. So understand how chargebacks work. If stuff doesn't go right, it's just going to wash back out to see the money that they paid you because the money didn't get into the insurance company's hands as deeply and as lucratively as maybe you imagine. So make sure you understand paid on settle, is when the insurance company has had the money hit them and it's settled, right? As opposed to paid on issuance, which means they issued a policy number, but they haven't received money. A little riskier there, but if you're writing good business and you know what you're doing, you're fine. So no problem to have it paid on issue or paid on settle, okay? But if you're paid on settle, you got to be cognizant of the fact that if the issue date is, let's say, October 3rd is when the insurance company gets the money from the consumer, well, guess what? You won't get paid until the insurance company gets that money. So you're kind of pushing those funds, so to speak, forward a little bit. and the money's going to be there for you, but it's going to take a little bit before it hits your checking account. So you want to be aware of the difference between paid on issue and paid on settle. So I hope this video is helping you a little bit. So get that done when you're selecting carrier contracting. Now, as you're selecting these carriers, a lot of agents are under the false assumption that as soon as we like clap our hands and snap our fingers and say, yeah, sign me up for that company, that the next day we can write insurance. Some companies we can, okay? Some companies are what they call just in time, which means you can, if you have a good background and you've got good credit and there's no problems at all, okay, you're not killing dogs in your backyard and crazy junk like that, okay, and you're a good person. If you got a good background and they'll issue you, okay, the ability to write with them, yes, you can go ahead and work on a just-in-time company and write business very, very quickly, within a day, okay, you can go write business. But the insurance company is still, once you write your first piece of business, they're still going to process your background. They're still going to run your credit worthiness. They're still going to make sure everything's clean and perfect, just like you say it is. And if it's not, okay, they won't allow that policy to be issued. You won't get paid, and it's like, do not pass go, okay, do not collect whatever commission you thought you would have. So just in time is good, but just make sure you've got good credit, that you don't have any little hiccups or hurdles that could cause you to have surprises that you didn't see coming. So you can sell some companies quickly with a just-in-time appointment, which means your ability to sell that insurance carrier. But most carriers are not just in time. You've got to wait until they give you the blessing to write them. And this is where a lot of agents get hung up. So you get licensed with 10 different companies, but yet you're sitting on your hands because you can't do anything yet. On average, certain companies, there's a couple of them that'll issue you a writing number within maybe 48 hours or less. But the majority of them, the vast majority of the other insurance companies, called carriers, will take anywhere from 2 to 5 weeks, some as long as 6 weeks later, before they give you a writing number, and you can't do jack, diddly, or squat without a writing number. You want to have a writing number that says this agent can now represent this company. So it really takes most agents, okay, anywhere from 1 to 6 weeks before they have most of their contracts in, and you don't want to be hamstrung. You don't want to pay for leads, get out in the field with only one company or two company, and let's say you got two companies in your pocket, but you need that third one to make money. You're wasting time, effort, and energy being out in the field or on the phone if you can't sell guaranteed issue, okay, policies, for example. So if somebody's in a nursing home, you got to walk away, where if you would have just waited until you got that appointment, you could have actually made wealth, taken care of that sweet client, and made their lives better. So having a realistic expectation of what the process will look like will hopefully help you a little bit. It's not uncommon to take anywhere from 1 week to 6 weeks to get appointed. When you do a just-in-time appointment, make sure that that company does just-in-time appointments in your state. Very important that you ask that question on the front side. You don't want to get into trouble or write a business and then find out you didn't even have the authority to do so in that state. Most carriers, they all act a little different. It's a state-by-state basis. Okay, so get yourself appointed, but while that appointment process is transpiring, you want to get yourself into a position where you're building your knowledge base. When you build your knowledge base up through good mentorship, good turnkey systems like what I provide in my agency, you're ready then for when your appointments come in. You're ready to get your leads flowing and going. Okay, so you know how to sell, you know how to handle yourself with a consumer. It's very important that you've got the ability to handle yourself right in front of a consumer so that you can have the best chance for success. If you cut corners in training, you cut corners in mentorship, you're going to place yourself into a place where you're kind of hamstrung, you're held back from what you could actually accomplish because you just didn't put in the time into bettering yourself. And don't paralyze yourself into a place of perfection. I'm not perfect, and I've done this a long time. I've done insurance, and I've even done telesales for a combined 2+ decades, over 20 years. I'm still not perfect. I'm very proficient, and I love what I do. I'm constantly skilling up and honing up, but you can't be in a place where you're like, I'm going to wait until I'm perfect before I do anything. Once you've been trained, once you've been mentored into a place of proficiency, at that point, pull the cord and jump out of the plane. Get after it. Go talk to great people, and you're going to learn by doing. The way that repetition is will be an absolute strength for you. Do it again, do it again. Do it right, learn from a mistake, that's okay. Just lean forward, okay, and have a lasting career that you're going to be proud of. But you've got to have leads before you can have conversations. So if you're maybe joining an agency that says you need to have a project 100, or maybe you're going to be dealing with old leads, well, that's probably a conversation you should have had before you joined, because knowing where your leads are coming from is vital. It's vital to your success. You need to have, in my opinion, good exclusive leads. They need to be only yours, okay? There's multiple types of leads out there with multiple varieties of quality, okay? You don't want to have a piece of garbage, tuna fish smelling, okay, Facebook lead that everybody's touched and, okay, you handle it, and it's like, ooh, that thing stinks, man. Everybody's called it. That's called a shared lead, and it's not exclusive. It's not good, okay? Make sure whatever agency you're with doesn't have access to your leads, okay? Very important that they don't, all right? And if they do have access to your leads, my goodness, make sure they're exclusive, okay? Make sure you can really trust who you're doing business with. That's important. The last thing you want to do is get shined on, have these maybe Facebook leads or who knows what leads that you're paying, okay? And basically they're eating off both sides of your apple and you didn't even see it coming, okay? You want to be in a place where you've got a good agency that as you're more profitable, they're more profitable. One hand washes the other. You want them interested in helping you be a better agent and have higher levels of success. You don't want to be in an agency that's so busy selling you leads, making money off that lead sale, instead of focusing on making you a producer. Because if you don't make money, guess what? Nobody makes money. And that's where you want, okay, your mentor to be and your trainer. You want them to be vested in you succeeding, not vested in selling you a pile of leads, okay, to make their wealth. And this does take place. Mark my words, it does. So focus on your leads. If you need leads quickly, take a look at maybe Facebook leads, okay? Facebook leads are high quality, high intent, and let me tell you, Facebook leads are all over the planet. There's very few Facebook lead vendors that I recommend. I've got a great partner in the industry that actually can help you understand how to produce your own exclusive Facebook leads, and you can't get any better than that, okay? It's like growing your own tomatoes in your backyard. High intent, absolutely exclusive, and you control it. You know if it's a GMO seed that went up in that ground or a piece of garbage seed, okay? You watered it, you grew it, boom. Now you know what you're dealing with. But there's other good Facebook lead vendors out there in the industry too, but you want to make sure that you know where to go so that you don't get distraught when you buy your leads and go, oh crap, why did I just blow $1,000 and these are garbage, okay? Sometimes it's our mindset, but a lot of times it's the leads, okay? If you have a garbage lead, you're going to have more of a garbage result. So high intent Facebook leads are great. You're going to have those leads populated typically within a couple days, okay, at the longest, because they're produced differently. They're digital, they're fast, all right? When you're dealing with another type of lead, okay, maybe it's direct mail. That process, if you're using a direct mail lead, it may take you 3 weeks. It could take you 4 weeks from when you get your mailing sent out before you receive a single card back. And you got to be prepared for that with realistic expectations. Don't think, hey, I bought my direct mail leads, I'm ready to go, but I got nothing, okay? You're like a horse ready, okay? You're chomping at the bit, but you don't have a bit yet. You got to be ready. You got to have your lead ready, but you got to have a realistic expectation of this is how long it takes, okay? If you're using another lead, other lead vendors may take, okay, 7 to 10 days to populate a lead. Maybe an SEO lead content may take, it's not unheard of to have it take 7 days, depending on the demographic, depending on what you're trying to go for. There's some SEO vendors out there that may take a lot of time and realize they can't produce it in your area, your zip code. So just make sure you've vetted your trainer, make sure you've got good lead vendors with good track records of success, and then just understand it's a great journey. Once you're appointed, you don't have to worry about it, and everybody gets nervous at first. Like, oh man, I gotta wait 2 whole weeks. It's like, my goodness, you just went through insurance school. You did great. Just understand it. When you first start insurance, it's a little bit of a journey, okay? Nothing goes as quick as you may want. But nothing, okay, cheap, easy, or free is anything that's profitable, okay? So you want to really put yourself into it, invest your time, and grind into income-producing activities, not mind-sucking busy work. But understand it takes you a little bit. You got your insurance license, find a good agency, find a good training program, a good mentoring program that's really going to help you master what you want to accomplish. And then once you've vetted them, you've asked the questions that you need to be comfortable, then dive on in, get trained, and understand you're going to sign up for carrier appointments. Some may be direct to carrier, some may be through the AssuranceBay link. Have all your stuff ready. Be prepared to be frustrated doing anti-money laundering more than you ever wanted to, and then just be okay also, okay, getting your errors and omissions insurance just in case. It's good to have. You'll want it anyway. Trust me. You'll thank me later. But get it done, and then focus forward. okay? Understand it's a journey. It's just a process. Focus one foot after the other. Keep going, okay? Get ready. Your appointments will just magically start popping in. If you're a brand new agent, check your junk mail every day, okay? Great advice I can give you. Please check your junk mail every day. A lot of these insurance carriers will go to your junk mail. You don't want it to go to your junk mail, but they will. So check it every day. As a brand new agent, junk mail needs to be checked every day. Be careful of phishing emails. A lot of companies will blow you up with emails that kind of look like it's from a carrier, but it's just some captive agency maybe, or some MLM somewhere trying to get your attention. So be careful of that too. Don't be clicking on stuff that you don't want to click on, or maybe clicking on something that will give your computer a virus. That happens too. So be careful, because when you pass your insurance exam, the insurance commissioner in most states blasts your public information everywhere. Okay, so be prepared for your email inbox to explode a little bit, but you got to go through the painful process of checking that junk mail every day. And then when you get those carriers, write down those numbers. Now you're ready to go. Okay, buy leads, go meet needs, and go help great people. I hope this video helps you. I hope it serves you well, and hopes it gives you a better understanding of what you're going to face, what maybe reality is, and maybe the pipe dream that you thought it would be. But hopefully this will help you understand some little things. And if you need any help that I can assist you with, feel free to reach out. JasonFinalExpense.com. We'll help you and serve in any way we can. Have an amazing day, and be ready for tomorrow. You're ready to succeed.